Hi everyone, Isabel here. Off some hands-on healing, a brush off. I have my eagle feathers here. I have a lot of medicines. I have some tobacco that I'm offering to the ancestors, well, the Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, for allowing. I have some sweetgrass burning so that this during our healing session today. I am on the quiet. Thank the ancestors of this land as well as their descendants for allowing me, a guest, to live, work, play, do my healing work here on their territory. Just waiting for people to come on. Hopefully people can see me. I haven't done this before, so I I feel a little bit nervous. I've done traditional healing long distance before in the last. I've also done Reiki healing over live Facebook, but I haven't the hand healing. So I do feel a bit nervous about this, and I do want to do a good job because I know a lot of people out there are hurting, and I'm hoping people are watching and are sharing the video so that their loved ones can get healing as well. So while I'm praying, what I'll do also include people in the future that will come across this video and they will get healing as well. I think that's important to do. So I usually do my live Facebook on my phone, and it's a lot less complicated than on my laptop. So I know I commented that I wanted people to not tell me what kind of healing they want because that's between you and the Creator. But it would be great if people commented and put thumbs up or said hello, just to let me know watching, because it would be great to know who's all watching. And it would be nice to know if Michelle is here as well. Uh, just to tell you who I am, I'm Isabel Okanese. I'm from the Turtle Clan. I'm Cree and Dene. My originated from Okanese First Nations in southern Saskatchewan. That's Treaty 4. And I was traditionally adopted by the Martel family from the Dene the First Nations in Treaty 8, which is in northern Alberta. And those are, the Martels are who I feel are my family. And I'm non-status. I do come from a long line of healers and traditional people. My bio parents, who are gone now, they thought they could make life easier for me and my bio siblings by not teaching us the old ways. And in all honesty, the more I share about how I was raised, I would have to say I now realize this year that the culture was actually hidden in plain view. Because there's no way Cree people can can stop being totally Cree when they were raised with medicine and raised in a traditional way. So the way I grew up was my late dad was a trapper and a hunter, and I went to the trap line till I was 10 years old. At least once a year, sometimes like in the spring school break and summertime. We would also pick berries growing up. My late mom, would make um, moccasins and mucklucks and jackets and leather gloves. And my late parents would talk Cree to each other. And I grew up with a wood stove. That's how we heated the house in the wintertime and in the winter. So I grew up chopping wood and hauling water because we didn't have any running water. Uh, when my parents couldn't afford to drive into town if I was sick or if my siblings were sick, they would actually give us Indian medicine, even though they're trying to turn us into Munio. Uh, that kind of life is kind of way now. I mean, I know in the northern remote reserves, people are still being raised. See, Michelle says she's there. Hi, Michelle. And Rebecca says, okay. I don't know. Hello, and I'm trying to say hello in Blackfoot. Uh, um, yeah, this that's on the laptop. I'm not happy with it. It doesn't tell me who's watching or how many people are watching. So I have no idea. I have no idea. And my little phone actually gives me more information than this laptop does. The laptop, so I don't even know what's going on here. Sorry that looking at the laptop readings are part of me healings for you guys. So just to let you know, there is a virtual tip jar, and I'll post that in the comment section because this is how I do my work. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. She's posted that 8 people are watching, so that's good. I'm glad. I really hope my friend is. Um, let's see. I really hope my friend Mary is watching because I know she really wanted some healing and she was quite excited there. So I posted the virtual tip jar, which means that you can send me a tip on during a e-transfer or PayPal. Okay, so to make this easier on myself, I am going to pray in English. I know I've been trying to pray in Nayao, but today we're going to pray in English, and I offer some traditional tobacco up during the prayers. I think I'll tell you uh, healing abilities run through both sides of my family on the bio side. So the OG Cree side, so through my dad, even my mom, my parents are gone now, and even through the Martel family, uh, there's a lot of healers there. And so this is something I was born with, and I actually would use my healing on myself because I was so poor. I couldn't afford therapy, couldn't afford therapists, couldn't afford counselors. So I did hands-on healing on myself, and I used prayer, and I went to ceremony as much as I could. I did what I could to make myself as healthy as possible. So I know the old ways work, that the power of prayer is pretty amazing and can help people in a very profound way. Um, so a lot of what I know comes through just prayer by myself, and then those rare occasions when I made it to a Sundance as a supporter, or as or got to a sweat, and someone who doesn't have a car. That was a pretty amazing feat. Now that I think about it, um, so it's been quite the journey for me to be able to do this. Um, yeah, I was just checking to see if anybody left any comments after I posted the virtual tip jar, but I will be here most likely for an hour, so I'm going to try hard not to go over an hour because I have some healing to do for my family later this evening. So I just thought I would start off helping you guys first, and then the family later on. So I won't be talking. I might be mumbling a prayer throughout the healing session. And like I said, I'm going to do a brush off and on myself. And then I'm also going to do hands-on healing on myself. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the Creator to heal all those who've said yes. I know a lot of people through Messenger sent me a message saying yes, they want healing, so they don't even have to watch. I mean, this healing session will help people more if they watched and prayed simultaneously. But people don't have to watch, but they can. And I'll pray that whoever is watching in the future uh, will be healed as well. And that I will ask the Creator to heal those people through me. And I will go through my mind like the steps of emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. And I will focus on the whole body. And I'll ask the Creator to create balance in all four bodies of all those four areas of our lives. I believe and I was taught that disease of any kind is really a spirit, a shadow spirit that affects us. And they love attaching themselves to us because when we're anxious or worried or angry or sad or afraid, that's their food and they eat it and they thrive on that. And so then they will whisper in our ears to make us feel worse and will try hard to influence us to do bad things. They can influence us to eat foods that aren't good for us, to have an addiction. There's a lot that they can influence us to do. So when elders tell you to be happy, let that go. You know, it's for a reason. It's because if we're happy, then shadow spirits, they can't bother us. They can't influence us. If we choose to pray for those who hurt us and we wish well onto them, then shadow spirits can't convince us to be angry or influence us to retaliate and be vengeful and to be hurtful. So if we are all happy and constantly letting go of negative feelings and energy, our negative thoughts, letting those go in prayer and smudge and ceremony, whether it's ceremony on our own or with other people, then it will keep us healthy and it will chase away those shadow spirits that are trying to make us sick. Because while we're sick, they are strong. And the sicker we get, the stronger they become. So the happier we become, the happier our ancestors are in the spirit world, and they become stronger. So it depends on what do you want to feed? Do you want to feed, the good spirits and your good emotions and your good thoughts and your good feelings and focus on that and live in that? Or do you want to have, a harder life? So when I'm burping during healings, that means whatever I'm saying is helping or will help somebody in the future or is helping someone now. Also means a lot of healing needs to happen. I was also heating up a lot just before I started, about a half hour prior, and I was getting hot and more hot. And that's a sign to me that those who are watching really need this healing. And because I've been scared. I've been scared to do this. So many people have asked me to do this over live Facebook, and I said no. Even before COVID happened, I said no because the backlash that anybody like me who announces to the world that they have spiritual gifts in the Aboriginal community, it's pretty unkind. And there's a lot of lateral violence around that. And I understand that there are healers out there that are not truly healers. And a lot of people have been scammed. A lot of people have been hurt by those who claim to know what they're doing. And I understand where that anger comes from. Uh, Unfortunately, people are assuming everyone's a charlatan. And that's not the case. You know, I kept this secret for so long, most of my life. And when I was homeless, these two elders here in the quantum territory, they told me they wanted me to start, um, well, one, admit that I was a healer. And I was saying, no, 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 I'm not. Um, this was like 2016, and I was crying and crying. I cried every day for 3 weeks. I was so upset with them because they kept pushing me, to be honest, to tell people that I can do healing work. And they kept saying, nobody believes you when you lie and say you can't do this. And I was like, no, I said, the right people will know. And so they were pushing me. So it's been a very slow journey for me to get this to over here. But in the last year, so many elders, so many young people, so many people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, middle aged people, older people are all going online and doing teachings. And so we're at that cusp of accepting technology as a way to preserve our culture. So I feel like our people are ready. We are so adaptable. I think the ancestors are proud of us. We are finding ways to keep our culture alive, and we are so adaptable. We're finding ways to help one another across the miles. It doesn't matter where we are. I'm just so proud of each and every one of you for sharing. We are going through a renaissance right now. Our culture, our spirituality, our language, we're all being revitalized. And I was thinking, I want to be a part of that movement of carrying our people into the future. And we have to stop this bullying and this lateral violence of holding each other back. We can't afford to do that anymore. So many brave people out there sharing their knowledge and sharing our ways. And it's a good thing. So I think I'm not doing a sweat on live Facebook. I'm not doing a Sundance on live Facebook. I'm just doing a simple healing to help people. And I think that's important. So I think I've said enough, and I'm going to pray, and then I'm going to do the healing. Okay, so Creator, Grandmothers, and Grandfathers, I'm your granddaughter, Isabel Louise Okanese, also known as Gazi Tauzet. also known as sweetgrass wind that blows in the wind. I invite you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers from the 7 directions, to come and join us. To the grandmothers and grandfathers to the north, to the east, to the south, to the west, from above, from below, and from within. I invite you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, to sit with me and each and every one of us. Only those grandmothers and grandfathers that are benevolent, loving, and kind are allowed to be with each and every one of us from this moment on. Thank you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, for giving each and every one of us the breath of life. Thank you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, for giving each and every one of us another day to be alive in. Thank you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers. I ask you to take pity upon us, and I thank you. I thank the standing people, the 2-legged, the 4-legged, the many-legged, the ones that walk, crawl, fly, and swim. I thank all those who are our medicine and our sustenance. I thank you for laying down your life so that we may live. I thank Mother Earth for all the abundance that she gives each and every one of us, and for allowing each and every one of us to be alive on her and to live on her. I thank the water for giving us life. I thank the little people from the land and the little people in the water spirits, the water beings, for helping each and every one of us in a good way. I thank the Sky Nation, and I thank the North Wind, the Grandmother Wind. I thank the old woman, the old man, the Thunder beings, the Thunder Woman, the Thunder Man. I thank you all for taking pity upon us and for helping each and every one of us in a good way. And I thank the Sky Grandfather. Getting mixed up. I'm thanking Father Sky for protecting each and every one of us in a good way. I thank the Star Nation. I thank the Grandmother Moon for guiding all of our loved ones that have passed on to the spirit world and showing them the way with your songs and your drumming, to showing all our loved ones the right path to the spirit world so that they can rest. I thank the Morning Star for guiding us, life givers. I thank Grandfather Sun for your warmth. I thank the Star People for your guidance and help. I thank the Wolverine for helping all those with an alcohol addiction by chasing away the alcohol spirit so that they can live a good life and find their way back to the Creator. I thank you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, for carrying our suffering and for carrying our grief and our sadness and our sickness and our wounds and all that pain that our ancestors went through and all that grief and hurt that each and every one of us have gone through in the past, that are going through that right now or will go through. I'm grateful, Creator, that you have taken that pain and suffering and have put it into a safe place far, far away, never to be heard from again, and for filling each and every one of us up with love and kindness and hope and the know-it-all and the energy to get through our trials and tribulations. And thank you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, for blessing each and every one of us with good health and good life and prosperity. And I thank you for filling us up with your love and hope and surrounding us with your love, Creator. Thank you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, for taking pity upon each and every one of us and surrounding us with your love. and helping us in a good way. I send out love to you, Creator. I send out love to the 7 directions. I send out love to the grandmothers and grandfathers. I send out love to the 7 generations before us. And I send out love to the 7 generations after us. I also send out love into the multiverse. Thank you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, for taking pity upon each and every one of us. And I'm grateful, Creator, that you heal each and every one of us that are watching this video, whether it's now or in the future, no matter how far into the future it is. I'm grateful that you take pity upon each and every one of us and help us to heal and to be healthy emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. And I thank you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, for speaking through me and for giving me the words, knowledge, and wisdom you want me to pass on in a good way. Thank you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers. I offer you this tobacco, and I thank you, Creator, for giving me this job to do and for picking me to do this job. So now I'm just going to, you won't be able to see it, or maybe, hopefully you'll see smoke, but I'm going to brush myself off. I'm lighting various medicines, this sweetgrass, which is for kindness, the sage balls, which is for the women's medicine, some changa. I was told changa, or that fungus, was for our thinking, to think straight. So everybody's taught something different, and that's okay. If what I say resonates with you, awesome. And then if it doesn't, that's okay. You can take what you need, leave the rest, and hopefully find somebody that's more appropriate for you. I'm gonna burn some cedar, because I'm in cedar territory. White cedar used to grow throughout the rest of Canada. I've heard elders say we're all cedar people. Unfortunately, the white cedar was cut down, and there's very little white cedar in its natural territory out east. But now West Coast is the last place where there's cedar, so we need to take care of our medicines. So whoever's watching, their tummies are bothering them. That's a sign of childhood trauma, childhood fears. And when our tummy is aggravated like that, it can turn to ulcers or cancers. So it's vital to let go of those childhood traumas so that your digestive system is healthy and you don't get those cancers. So you got a headache, so whoever's thinking bad thoughts, we're going to take those away. Those are worries, overthinking, thinking badly about yourself, others, whatever bad thoughts. Just ask the Creator to take those away. Can also mean you're fighting being psychic. So I'll get the Creator to take that away. Because we need all spiritually gifted people right now. The world needs us to help change things in a good way. So, for those with reproductive issues, we will brush off the privates, help with fertility, help with any cancers or growths that shouldn't be there, help with childhood trauma, assaults of any kind, and heal that. So whoever is watching is now overthinking about childhood trauma and assault, and will take away that shame and that thinking pattern that it was your fault, because it wasn't your fault. Take away pain in the heart. And as long as the grieving that happens when your body has been violated. Make some more balls. I had 3. They're gone now. So I'm going to work some more because my head is still hurting. It's a sign that there's a lot of shame and hurt and guilt around being assaulted. Whether you're a woman or a man, being assaulted is not your fault. So let's just... So we're just going to get the Creator to put love in our thoughts. And then we'll get the Creator to heal our ears for all those awful things we heard after being traumatized as children or young adults or as adults. Even seniors are going through those awful abuses, all those awful words people say, blaming the victim. We'll heal that, things we hear. It's not ours to hear. Ask the Creator to let us hear good things, loving things, kind things. We'll speak good things and kind, loving things. Okay. So that's the brush off. I don't know how much you could see of it. And I hope that helped you, but we're not done. I'm going to do hands-on healing. So I'll be laying hands on me and asking the Creator to continue healing those who needed help today and those who are going to be watching this video in the future. So I ask people to share this video because even during the brush off, I was asking the Creator to help those who watch in the future. So even after this is done, the video will still be made available and it'll still be able to help people. I'm going to check the comments to see if anybody made any comments, and then I'm going to do a healing with my hands. So I want to thank everybody that is watching, and I want to thank everyone who's given a virtual tip. It is posted that for those who want to tip me, I usually charge like $100 to $200 per healing session. It's that's actually quite a good decent price because in Saskatchewan they charge $800 to $900 to $1,600 for a brush off and a hands-on healing. So I'm not even asking for donations. I'm just asking for a tip. So you guys are getting a very good deal. And so if you want to send me a tip, that's awesome. It's vendorfee@gmail.com. That's to do an e-transfer. Or you can send it through PayPal me/Isabel Okanese, and the links are in the are posted in the comment section. So Shar Charlie Boy says, oh, I'll be okay. I'm proud of you too. You were strong, love sent. So thank you, Shar. She had sent me that 25 minutes ago. And then Michelle says, Changa is what we use here on the coast called echo. And so back home, we call it, home is Alberta for me, Saskatchewan. We call it fungus. People make tea out of it, I believe. Don't quote me. I only know it as a smudge, and that's the kind of medicine I know it as. And it was something that my late mother used as well and would smudge herself with it. And who knows what else she did with it because she didn't share that with me. Lori says hello, so I'll say hi to you as well. So thank you everyone for making a comment. So whoever is watching right now, I invite you to comment and let me know how the brush off was for you, and also please let me know how you're feeling now. How were you feeling before the video started, and how do you feel now? That would be awesome to see if there's any change. Do you feel better? Do you feel happy? Do you feel the same? Please just let me know. And if any of you guys have questions and you want questions answered, Michelle has offered to answer questions while I'm doing the healing. So you're quite welcome to ask any questions. So I'm going to light some cedar and then I will start with the hands-on healing. I think I'll add some more. I'm going to add some more sage. Considered a woman's medicine. And because even though I'm doing hands-on healing, I'm going to be, I need to clear my hands as I do, excuse me, the healing. And as I burp, that's a sign Excuse me. Excuse my burping. And that this hands-on healing is needed. Whoever is watching will benefit from it, and whoever said yes prior to the video, it will benefit them as well. And while I'm praying in my head, I will also ask that whoever watches this video in the future, it doesn't matter if you watch it 10 times or 100 times, or if you're a new person that's watched it 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 100 years from now, whenever you watch this video, it will help you. The Creator will take pity upon you. That's what I'm asking the Creator to do, to take pity on you and to help you become a healthier person. You can hear that? That's all the cedar burning. And the cedar is actually fresh. It's a sign that a lot of healing was needed. The fire spirit, wow, the fire spirit really needed to do its job. Okay. And get some more sage. So that's the brush off and the hands-on healing. Thank you for taking the time to spend this this healing session with me. I really appreciate you joining in. I'm going to check the comments and see what has been written since the last time I took a break. And let me see. So Trudy says hello. Um, that was about 17 minutes ago. So hi Trudy, I'm glad you tuned in. Michelle says, I hope this helps you. And then Michelle also says, is me Evangeline. Evangeline is her little daughter. And then I don't know, Michelle is saying sorry. I'm not sure what that means. But all those who watched, it would be awesome if you commented how the treatment affected you. How do you feel now? Because I feel very much at peace, and I feel a lot of love. And I had some aches and pains before I did the healing session, and the majority of those aches and pains are gone. I do have a slight headache. That's a sign that people are still overthinking, they still have worries. Whatever is on their mind, it has been slightly alleviated, but not entirely. So I suggest to keep watching this video. And every time you watch it, go outside, offer tobacco, and say a prayer while doing this, because this video can keep helping you no matter how many times you watch it. I also ask that people send me a tip. This is a new thing for me, so if you can send a tip to vendorfee@gmail.com or to PayPal/me, Isabel Okanese. The link is in my comment section, and you can send a virtual tip there, so I thank you for that. It's very helpful when you do that. Let's see. Danielle says that I feel better. Wish I had money to give you. Thank you. Well, you can also send me tobacco because I have used up so much medicine to do this today. I melted my blanket. I was not expecting the massive fire that started on my blanket and on my. I have a smudge bowl. It's not a smudge bowl, actually. It's I don't know if you could see it. It's a smudge rock. There's a lot of ash, and that's the old way of smudging, which is with a grandfather. And I'm glad that it's interesting. The smudge started burning again once I showed it to the camera. So you guys are all getting smudged right now. You know, the fire spirit is very, and the medicines are smart as well. They know when someone needs help. So I feel that, you know, they're still doing their work. They're still working on you. I know I finished the brush off and the hands-on healing, but the grandmothers and grandfathers are still working on you. Because this was not going when I was sitting down on the blanket, and started up again as soon as I showed it to you. So the grandmothers and grandfathers really love you and are really taking care of you right now. Oh, that's beautiful. And Carol Ann says, it helped her a lot. She says she's not as emotional. So that's good. I'm glad. So you can just, once the video becomes available, you can watch it again and again, and this will help you again and again. So I thank you. Tomorrow I'll be doing a live Facebook reading. on twin flames, soulmates, and wound mates. So we're going to be doing tarot readings on that tomorrow evening. So I thank you and I appreciate all your support. Please comment and share this video, because as I prayed that whoever watches this video in the future, that it will help them as well. And those links that I provided um, to be a virtual tip, those are still active and will be active for as long as, for many years to come. So you're welcome to send me a tip anytime. So I thank you for joining me and I wish you well. Thank you, Michelle, for manning the comment section. I really appreciate it. And I love you all. So have a good night.